Be low riding.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jake Isom. This is Jake Isom Ranks and Reviews. We've got my buddy Brandon here with me. Today we are continuing my series on our top 10 favorite movies of all time. Just to recap a little bit, just remember we're not saying these are the greatest movies of all time. That's a different series I want to do. This is just talking about, like, if it's on TV, if it's on streaming. These are movies that we're going to stop and watch them. Good movies on like a rainy day, you can't get outside. These are movies that you want to sit down and watch for your enjoyment. So I'm going to go through real quick and go through our list we've done before. If you want full thoughts on everything that I'm talking about with these lists, I've got some other videos around here somewhere. You can go and see those others to hear deep thoughts on it. But I'm just going to run through our list real quick. Now, I did some honorable mention movies as well. Mine were based on the technological aspect that they brought to film. And so my 5 honorable mentions were Wizard of Oz, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Jurassic Park, Toy Story, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Number 10 was Tombstone. Number 9 was Saving Private Ryan. Number 8 was The Shawshank Redemption. Number 7 was Godfather. Number 6 was Jaws. Number 5 was Back to the Future. Number 4 was Ghostbusters. Number 3 was Star Wars. Number 2 was E.T. And number 1 was Raiders of the Lost Ark. I did my buddy Tristan. His number 10 was Christmas Vacation. Number 9 was Talladega Nights. Number 8, The Green Mile. Number 7, Ocean's 11. Number 6, JFK. Number 5, Pearl Harbor. Number 4, Top Gun Maverick. Number 3, Die Hard. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. And number 1, Armageddon. And then last month did one with Lee. His number 10 was Ocean's 11. Number 9 was Remember the Titans. Number 8, Born Identity. Number 7, Avengers Infinity War. Number 6, 300. Number 5, Transformers. Number 4, The Matrix. Number 3, My Cousin Vinny. Number 2, Inception. And his number 1 was Dumb and Dumber. Now, we're doing a super list, all right? And so the super list is, if we get a match, we will add that to the super list. If we get to the end, we don't have a match from anybody's list, then each of us will add another movie to the super list from one of our lists. So far our super list, I have 3 on here because we did have a match last time. Well, it's not really in any kind of order, but we have Armageddon, Die Hard, and Ocean's 11. So Brandon, gonna get going with you real quick. So first of all, just kind of go back. Do you remember the first? Well, first of all, how do you like watching movies? You're a theater guy, you're a drive-in guy, you like to watch them at home. What's your jam, man?
Definitely not drive-in. We
Okay.
don't have those anymore.
I don't even know if there is a drive-in anymore. It closed, I think. The one that we used to go to with, I remember we went a couple of times. A whole group of us would go and I can't remember if it was our buddy Josh. He had a big truck. I think we went and hit a couple of times with him. There was a whole bunch of people would go. The good thing about it was it was cheap.
That's true.
But I've never been a drive-in guy myself. I like a theater experience.
Yeah, you gotta focus. I like theater. I had the right home set up.
Right. That was Lee.
I'm homebody.
Okay.
I can stay home and watch them just as good.
And I'll tell you, I as far as the sound, I've got one of those sound bars and a subwoofer, and those things it's pretty good. And TVs are. Lee and I talked about this last week. So, but TVs are less expensive than they used to be.
You get like an 85-inch now for
it's
crazy.
So. Yeah. So I mean, you can really do it up right now without having to go to the theater. I still enjoy going for those big event movies. Yeah. Got some big ones coming up this year that I'm excited about. Yep, Doomsday. Want to see that in theater. So we definitely still like to go. But I'm with you. I understand. If you can get a good home setup, nothing like watching them at home. So do you remember the first movie you saw in a theater?
Ghost Dad.
Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. I think it was Ghost Dad.
Wow. Okay. They probably don't show that anymore.
I was hesitating on making sure I had the title right. But
yeah, Ghost Dad. I remember the previews, and I think maybe we rented that movie. Did you watch it in theaters?
In theater. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. And so that my next question, and last week we talked about. Do you remember your first movie that wasn't like a G? Well, that wasn't G-rated. I don't think that was PG. So you kind of beat me to that. Okay. Well. Do you remember, and I know it was a big deal when you turn 12, 13 to go to your first PG-13 movie, because most of the movies, you'll notice most of the movies on our list are going to be those summer blockbuster PG-13 movies. And 2 movies that stand out for me that really made me love movies was, the first I saw at somebody's house was Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then the second was my dad took me for my 12th birthday. I was really too young, but he took me for my 12th birthday to see Jurassic Park. And so that was my first PG-13 movie. And I just remember being scared to death, like at first, and then got in there, and then the big dinosaur comes on screen. It's like I just got excited. It's why they call it. It's like a ride, because you have all these like feelings. I don't know. I just remember falling in love with movies with that one. But do you remember your first PG-13 movie?
I think it was probably Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. Wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one.
I really didn't. I think it was probably 8th, 9th grade when I really started getting movies. So like Armageddon, Twister,
The
Patriot coming out. Those were
sure.
probably the three I most remember. I'm a movie guy.
Yeah, Armageddon was the first. I told Lee this. Armageddon's the first movie I drove to.
Okay.
So pretty big deal. All right, okay, man. So we'll go ahead and get started now. Lee and Tristan didn't quite do honorable mentions. They just kind of mentioned some along the way as their other. Did you do an honorable mention?
How many I got written down here?
20. Wow, you got a lot. Okay,
I got honorable mentions.
Okay, all right, yeah, sure. Pick some. Pick about 5 of those.
Do those first.
Yeah. Do the honorable mentions first.
Oh, all right. Honorable mention. Not top 5, just 5.
Okay.
So in my top 10, a little, I don't know if you even need this, of kind of how I rated them. So,
yeah, no problem.
So I'm some of these would have been in my probably top 10, but I'm not a rated R guy anymore. So I love The Patriot.
Yeah.
But anyways, that didn't make it. 7, Matrix. Those are Shawshank. Man, I've watched those. Those are all good. But
and the good thing about those too is even when I first saw them, thank goodness for cable, right? Because
that's true.
They do edit a lot of things out, so
you
can kind of watch it mixed company a little bit. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, a lot of those.
I like love stories, but I don't want love scenes.
Right. Now I will say this. If I remember right, The Patriot really is more about the violence.
It's about the violence
than the other stuff. But
even The Matrix. I mean,
The Matrix really. I think there might be that was a sequel that had a little more of the other stuff.
But Days of Thunder has a scene in it. It also has language. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it got a PG-13 rating. It probably should have been.
It was, if I remember right, and the reason we have the PG-13 rating is because of a couple movies. It's 1984, but you got Gremlins and Ghostbusters and Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, and those. If you watch those today, there's no way they'd be rated PG like that. And so they had to have a middle ground. But yeah, you're right. A couple of those, you might could have bumped them on up, a little bit. But
and some of these in the list, like there's certain scenes in them that if they're on TV, I'm watching that scene. And not saying the whole movie's not good, but the scene like Warrior, the movie Warrior, the two brothers fighting.
Yes.
At the very end, or the whole last probably 30 minutes when he's going through the tournament, but when he gets to the scene with his brother. In that last round, they start playing the music, and he says, "I love,"
that's a big deal.
That's a good scene. But I mean, that one. So 5 honorable mention. I'm gonna go with. So here's one. I like space movies, even though I don't really have that many on here.
Okay.
The movie Passengers.
Okay. I'm not sure I've seen that one.
If there's a love scene in that. If that one didn't have a love scene, it might have been.
Okay.
So Passengers, Rogue One. I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Great movie.
I don't dislike Star Wars, but I'm just not a big fan. But Rogue One is. I really like. We watched it the other night.
There are people who hate Star Wars that like Rogue One.
I like Rogue One.
Rogue One is it's more of a war movie. I mean, I know Star Wars are all war movies, but it's an actual gritty, war movie type thing. So I agree with Rogue One's great.
Kind of movie guy too.
Sure, yeah.
Do we do spoilers?
It's been a while. I think if they've not seen Rogue One yet, that's on you.
Sorry, guys. They die, right?
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
and if you know the Star Wars story, you know that the very next it's leading up to Alderaan. Yeah. Oh yeah.
A new one that I've watched recently that I've already watched a couple times. I really like. It's called Boys in the Boat. It's about a rowing team back in World War II days.
Okay. Yeah.
The University of Washington. They go to the Olympics. It's a good movie, clean. So
not seen that one either. See, that's one thing that's cool about doing this too is that, and I hope you guys as well write these down because some of these are really good movies. We just either because we get too big, now that you have kids and stuff, it's hard to get to the movies, and so sometimes life happens, so you don't get to see a lot of things. So I'm gonna hopefully see that.
Another one, Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tom Cruise movie. I forgot the leading female is John Cruise. How do you say his name from The Office? His wife.
John Krasinski.
Yeah,
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt's in that one.
Saw it one time years ago, and it was really good. I remember it's a good movie.
I got to throw one more in there. So, I probably So I have Narnia written down. Don't put that one down.
Which is that? Okay.
Narnia and Jurassic Park, which that one's almost in my top 10. But
It almost made mine too. It's in my honorable mentions because if we didn't have Jurassic Park, we wouldn't have. And like I said, I don't need to do a deep dive because I've already done that. But it would have. We wouldn't have the CGI that we have. We wouldn't have Gollum. We wouldn't have all the things.
I think we're going to go with Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Okay. All right. Now, normally, if we do have a match, that would go on the super list. Since these are honorable mentions, I'm going to leave it off because it's honorable mention, not part of the main list. Okay. All right. So now here we go. And look, we can talk about these as we go. If there's some you want to jump back to, because we really don't have a time limit. You know, we're good here. So if there's any you really want to talk about,
you even mentioned one on Lee's. Remember the Titans? I totally forgot about that, and I love that movie.
That
probably should have been in my at least honorable mention, but anyway. So.
Good movie. All right.
All right.
So we'll get going with, if there any more you want to talk about before we get to your top 10, we can.
No, we may jump back. Go back to the 90s, different genres. She's All That.
Yeah. Great movie.
Favorite teen movie, even though we're in the mid 40s now. So.
Yes.
I'm not necessarily going to watch that if it comes on TV now.
And is that the one that she goes back to high school, or is that the one where...
That's when Freddie Prinze...
Pretty Girl with Glasses. That's where that comes from. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right, kids. Look it up. Used to, girls with glasses, they were really pretty, but they would pretend they were ugly. Anyway, it's the whole thing. Have you ever seen Teen Movie or whatever that or not another teen movie? I think they talk about that.
One of my favorite comedies is I like Martin Lawrence. Not some of those movies you can't watch, but National Security. I don't know if you've seen National Security.
Great movie. Yeah. The diamond he puts it in the ceiling or whatever. Yeah.
Man,
it's been a long time.
That's
a good
Martin
one.
Lawrence can get me going.
He can make it. He's funny.
But anyways, all right. The top 10. So you may cancel some of these out, all right? Because I know you said we can't make trilogies or series.
No, that's totally up to you. It's your rule. Like, so I put, because I kind of technically put Godfather 2 together. Well, I don't put Godfather 3 because it's fine. It's just not. I don't like it as well as I do the first two. But I can understand putting Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. If it's one big story,
well, it's a continual. That was my if it's a continual story, Lord of the Rings. The first one, the second one picks up, almost immediately. So, starting 1 or starting at 10?
I'm gonna start at 10. Yeah.
10, number 10. I struggled with this one. This one almost went to honorable mention, but I'm a big I like the Bourne Identity series.
Yeah.
You can put that, or if you want me to choose one, Bourne Ultimatum is probably.
Bourne Ultimatum.
But any of those, if it's on TV.
I think we talked about this. I agree. I think this is my favorite one as well. Bourne Identity is great, and I think Bourne Identity was on Lee's list. So here's the thing: if you want to put them together, we can, and that'll go on the super list. Or if you want to just do Bourne Ultimatum, which you want to do?
Well, if you're going to let me put them together, I'll put them together.
Put them together. All right,
we'll do. It deserves super list.
It's super list. It's good. All right, so we'll do Bourne Identity.
It's this action. There's no. We don't have to worry about necessarily the love. Scene.
Yeah.
So this is action. I mean, of course, it has some language, but
yeah. All right. We'll go ahead and we'll put that. So that's added to the super list. We got Bourne Identity, and again, great movie. I remember we're going to see this in the movies. But yes, this one, was it Bourne Ultimatum or Bourne Supremacy is the third one?
Yes.
Right? Okay, yeah, Bourne Ultimatum. I don't know what it is about that one. It's so good. No, it's such a good movie. All right, number 9.
Number 9, Armageddon.
Armageddon, another one that's, we've already got it on the super list, but I'm gonna put an asterisk on it because I'm gonna do something with these later. And so again, that's the favorite. Armageddon, really good. And I remember we're in high school when this came out, and it was the first movie I drove to see. So that one's always,
the Huntsville Theater.
Yeah.
Hollywood 16.
Yeah, by that point, the local theater kids, we used to have these movie theaters that
just had 2
struggled. Yeah, we had 2 screens, and when they first build them, they're great, and then it seems like they kind of start going downhill.
But we had the Boaz Nova 8 too.
We had the Boaz Nova 8, and it was okay at first. But then it went bad because the screen used to turn upside down and things. I don't want to disparage anybody in the local economy, but they have some good ones now. The Lucas Cinema is pretty nice. I don't know if you've been to that one. It's good. If we can keep it, it's kind of like a Constitution. If we can keep it, it'll be good. Okay, but yeah, Armageddon, great movie, and again, it's got a kind of sad ending, but the overall ending is happy.
Yeah.
But it can be a tearjerker as well. All right, very good. Number 8.
Number 8, the first Transformers.
Okay, me too. Yeah.
So that's another. I thought that was a very good blockbuster.
Now, I
hit.
wanna
Michael
say-
Bay, he knows how to do the action and the explosions, right? So,
And I was telling Lee last week the special effects in that with the blending of the live action and CGI. I mean, sometimes nowadays it's almost like Uncanny Valley a little bit, but back then I was telling him that the scene where Shia LaBeouf's in the car, it explodes and then it kind of wraps itself back around him.
Yeah, that's good.
And just little stuff like the way their faces move when they're talking, just the gears and everything. I don't know. I nerd out on that kind of stuff. It's so good.
Really, I would have been I would be a fan of the whole series, and I am like the Revenge of the Fallen. I think it's good. I think even this one has a little bit of sexual connotation in it, even though there's really no scenes.
I don't know that they would have used some of the shots they use today.
They get more aggressive in sexual connotation jokes, even when the Mark Wahlberg one. So,
and I don't know if I know that I don't want to get too political here. But I do think that movies have changed. They're kind of getting away from that kind of thing. It seems like in the last several years, as far as like objectifying, women as much as they did, showing certain body parts and back in, and she was young too, which is kind of creepy. I mean, there's a lot of cringe stuff that they used to do that they don't do now. But I agree, it's so good. And anything Spielberg's involved with is usually going to be pretty good. So that one also. So that one makes a super list as well. So that's exciting. That's good. All right, number 7.
5, 6, 7. They could probably go either way. So 7, Mission Impossible, Fallout. Again, there's really, it's kind of a continual. So I'm not going to advocate to try to put them all together, but I like them all. But Mission Impossible Fallout is definitely my favorite.
Is that not this last one, but the one before the last one? No, is that the very last one?
No, it's not Dead Reckoning or the final.
Oh, So
this is it's 3 movies ago.
Okay, all right, I got you. I really enjoyed the first one, and then I liked the second one. But what was the one with the guy died, the blonde-headed guy that was the bad guy? Kerry Washington dies in it like right away. Like they put the chip in their head.
Oh, that's when he also meets. He gets married.
Yes, and then
I know.
Don't get used to her.
Wait, she comes back in this one.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. See, I need to get. I'm not up on all my Mission Impossibles.
I think that was the 4th one.
Okay,
you're talking about.
All right. Anyway, that was really good too. I don't know. There's just some of those that hit you a certain way, and it's like, but I need to see this one. I don't know that I've been able to watch this one. So that's another good reason to want to make this list. All right, and he does his. All right, we got to talk about this. The guy does his own stunts.
I'm a Tom Cruise
and he's
movie.
And look,
fan.
We're 40s, right? We're in our 40s. This dude is like in his 60s.
He broke his ankle in Dead Reckoning.
Okay.
So,
but my man is jumping out of planes and motorcycles. You gotta respect the dude. He just, man, I couldn't do it. All right, number 6.
Number 6, The Greatest Showman.
Okay.
I also like musicals.
My little girl yesterday for the talent show sang the main song from that. Oh goodness. A Million Dreams, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Another quick side note, and I know Tristan, I hope you don't mind, and if I need to edit this out, I will. Tristan is related to the Ringling Brothers Barnum families. I don't know. He's in the family. I don't know how now it's not benefiting him a whole lot. But anyway, he's related to them in some way. And Tristan, I'll ask him before I put this in here because I don't know if I was supposed to say that. But he's it's cool because he's kind of related to all that. But musicals, there's certain musicals, and I kind of like to do a list of musicals at some point. But that's cool that you added a musical.
I said I like musicals, which I do, but honestly, I'm not sure if I can make a top 4 list of musicals.
It would be tough. I'd have to go back. I hated them as a kid, but then it's one of those things where you watch them a little bit later and you kind of
Sound of Music. I don't like Sound of Music, so I don't even know why I have
that's one that grew on me. I have to admit. Now we'll get into that later, but Greatest Showman. This is another.
Who knew Wolverine could sing?
I actually remember there used to be this channel. You look it up, kids. It may be still a thing, but on PBS they used to show these plays and stuff sometimes. And I'm flipping through, and there's Wolverine like singing. I think it was Oklahoma or something like that. another musical, and it's like where they're cowboys, and he's a cowboy and he's singing. I'm like, what is this? Because it was like, is that Hugh Jackman? And sure enough, at the end it said it was Hugh Jackman. So anyway, yeah, he's got some pipes too, man.
And one of the main stars in that, not his wife, is from Fallout. It's from Mission Impossible.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Look, I can't remember the character's name now. But.
And I've got to admit, I've not seen this one. I got to go back and watch this one. This is a big miss for me. But is it sort of based around Ringling Brothers, or is it?
I don't know how. I don't think it's not based on like the true, but yes, he's Barnum.
He's Barnum guy, P.T. Barnum. Okay,
he's P.T. Barnum. At the end, you see the big tent circus come to fruition. But yeah, he kind of starts the circus.
So see, I need to watch that. I'm not seeing it, but I know a lot about it just because it got a lot of you see a lot of press and things like that on TV about it. But yeah, I'd like to see that one, especially my kids like theater now, and they're interested in all that stuff. So very good. All right, number 5.
Going The Martian.
Martian, good one. And I want to say that one's not on here, but I know we talked about it a little bit last week. But I remember watching this.
Lee put Interstellar, right?
He put Interstellar, and Nolan. Wait, was this Christopher Nolan, or was this? No, this is the guy.
This is the same guy doing
what's the new one? Hail Mary. Yeah. This that director. Oh, I want to see that. Did you find?
I've not seen.
I want to see that one. That one looks really, really good. And I think Lee talked about somebody that didn't like it. That's one I've not heard anybody say anything bad about it, except for hearsay. I mean, everybody I've talked to says it's fantastic and is like kind of tearjerker too a little bit. Like, but it's really, really good. So I want to see it. But I love the way they made that. It was like, if we do go to Mars, I feel like that did a very accurate portrayal of like growing the plants and the living in the having to have the airtight seals and all that stuff. It really good movie, and it ends good. So I like that. So all right, number 4.
All right, number 4, Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. I think that people are down on this one too much. I think it's underrated. If you don't have what happens in Age of Ultron, you don't get the rest of the, Infinity War doesn't make sense, Endgame doesn't make sense. This kind of is a bridge to the other movies.
That's true.
And I know people, I guess, and I like James Spader. I thought he did great as Ultron. He's just creepy enough. And I kind of understand people wanted maybe it to be, I don't know if it was, they wanted it to be a little longer or a little more fleshed out, because it was kind of like, boom, he's evil. But I think that, you only have so long to tell a story. And I think, what more could they have done? I don't know. And I'm not a professional movie guy, so I just know what I like. I really enjoyed this one too. Yeah. And to me, it connects so many dots, and people complain about it, but I mean, if you don't have it, you don't have WandaVision, you don't have a lot of the things that came after. Yeah. So
that was one, like the anticipation for me. I mean, the first Avengers was huge.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember, here comes another one. Mm-hmm. I remember watching previews like, man, this is gonna be big. So this is like probably one of the biggest anticipation movies I had. And it kind of was, the first Avengers, you had the core Avengers, and this one we started getting, we got Wanda, and we got her brother Quicksilver. Kind of, it was the first time that the bigger group of Avengers started seeing it, and then in Endgame we get everybody and their mom.
Yeah. Vision. I mean, Vision.
We get Vision. We get Vision.
Vision's big, and I was telling Lee this. I'm a little more optimistic now. All right, had a little technical glitch. Sorry about that, guys. So we got through. His number 4 was Age of Ultron, and like I was saying, we really love that one. Kind of connects a lot of dots, and so it kind of gets us to where we need to. With the future story of Avengers Infinity War and then Avengers Endgame. So what's your number 3, man?
Number 3 is the new Fantastic Four.
And again, great movie. Made me feel a lot better about where Marvel's headed. It's a great one. Also liked the Thunderbolts. I thought that the 2 of those movies that came out kind of made me start feeling a little bit better about where it's headed. And I'm super excited about Doomsday.
No, me too. Me too. I love when Fantastic Four ended, and I was like, no, I need more. So
anytime you can leave wanting more, that's a good thing. And I thought
clean. It was clean.
Yeah, so great movie. All right, and then number 2.
Number 2 is I'm combining Infinity War and Endgame. So I think the storyline is essentially the same, even though there's like a 6-year gap. It's the same storyline. So both of those are my number 2.
Very good. Yeah, perfect combination there. Love watching the two of them together.
Yep.
I think it's great. And then number 1.
Number 1 is the Lord of the Rings series.
Another great
all
one.
3 of them.
Yeah, I love those, and just the epic nature of those movies. And I didn't see them till, I wish I could have watched them in theaters. But I remember we were roommates, and like we used to have people over all the time, and I think we had a bunch of people that watched the extended versions of these.
Yes.
And
I remember when I went to see, I guess you weren't with us. It might have been Scott. I forgot, but we went up to Nova 9, Nova 8, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. And I forgot we were going for another movie. I forgot what it was, and it was sold out, or it was the wrong time. And so we were like, let's just go see Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
And go in there, and like the first 20 minutes, I'm like, what in the world did we? I had no clue.
What are we doing?
Like,
yeah.
I was like, what in the world is this? And then, about 20, 30 minutes in, I'm like, okay,
this is great. Yeah.
And then it just ends. And I remember being mad, like it just ended. And I remember going in the restroom before we left.
Yeah.
And I think I overheard someone say that the second one's coming out. I was like, oh, there's another one. And then I realized it's a series of books, right?
Yeah.
So,
and they made all 3 at the same time. So that's another reason. You could probably just put them all together, because they made them all in one. Which, gosh, what the work that he had to do to make them all, and then go back and be edit the first one, get it out, and then have to still be editing the second, third one.
And they weren't short, right? They
weren't short movies. No, and even the that's before the extended version.
Yeah.
They were still pretty long, but very good movies. And I still think the best representation of those books. I know there was an animated film years and years ago that I think we went back and watched. That may have been The Hobbit.
That was The Hobbit. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, doesn't do it justice though. Those were so good.
Yes.
All right. So just kind of recap a little bit. So with Brandon's had some honorable mentions. He had number 1, Passengers. Number 2, Rogue One. Number 3, Boys in the Boat. Number 4, Edge of Tomorrow. And number 5, Jurassic Park. And then his top 10. Number 10, Born Ultimatum / Born Identity. Number 9, Armageddon. Number 8, Transformers. Number 7, Mission Impossible Fallout. Number 6, The Greatest Showman. Number 5, The Martian. Number 4, Age of Ultron. Number 3, Fantastic Four. Number 2, Infinity War and Endgame. And number 1, Lord of the Rings. And so,
what you write down? What does that mean? HM.
Honorable mentions.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, all right. So
cut that out of that video.
Okay. So anyway, super list. We've added some, and I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I added the right ones. Yeah. Yep. All right. So we've got, and these are not in any particular order. I did put an asterisk by Armageddon because that one was listed a couple of times. But we got Die Hard, Ocean's 11, Born Identity, Transformers, Infinity War, and Endgame. So right now we're up to 7 on our super list. So pretty cool right here, I think. So and another thing I love, and we talked about this in all the videos, is that if you haven't seen these, I know there's some on here I haven't seen. You got. It's not like when we were kids and you had to go to the video store or wait for something to come out or come on TV. Now you got all these streaming apps and you can buy them and then cancel, within a month. So if there's any of these you want to watch, hey, and then there's also public library apps and things. So, there's all kinds of ways to get these, but haven't seen these, give them a watch. Brandon, man, anything else you want to add?
I think that's it.
Right, well, thanks for doing this, man. Appreciate it. All right, buddy. You have a good one. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Oh, yeah. I need to mention this. If you like this video, like, subscribe, helps people find me. Leave a comment if you want to. Thanks to the fella in Denmark left me a comment, or I don't know if you're a girl or boy, but whatever. Thanks for leaving me a comment. Appreciate that. You have a good day. Thanks, everybody.